kickoff moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. On the return, here comes Emari DeMercado. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And bringing them out in his 10th season now. A veteran who minimizes turnovers better than almost anyone here in the NFL, Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett has seen some adversity in this league. Occasional starting opportunities as well. And he's hung around because he knows how to take care of the football. He can still throw it deep with the best of them, but he's the type of guy you just trust. You trust that he can come in, that he can manage the offense, and he can win a game if needed.
Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Just a yard left to go on second down. A run here. This is DeMercado. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. They sneak it with Brissett. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets them enough to pick up the first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 3.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's DeMercado. Get some space around midfield. Kicks away from one. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Now a run with DeMercado. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Cardinals.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Now Knight. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. DeMercado. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? They'll work against the blitz. Dumped off to his running back. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Broken out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's caught. Here's a run. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Walker on 1st down. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Play fake, Darnold. That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
Sometimes I just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 22. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. Walker now from the gun. And he got what he could there, call it about 4 yards on first down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll run. First gives is Zach Charbonnet. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. This gets the first and more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Charbonnet has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. Running for it. It's Walker. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's third and goal. Darnold. To the left. He's got a roll. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He dodged the tackle. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Cardinals and Amari DiMercato to take over once more. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. On the shotgun, Brissett. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Mercado on the carry. And he only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brissett. He's going to tuck it and run. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
That's good for our Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
From the red zone now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Unfortunately, the Cardinals made it to that one first. They'll maintain possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. They send a man in motion. Shotgun now for Brissett. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's a give to DiMercato. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a 1st down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. First field goal was good. His 2nd look from inside of 45 yards. The kick by Ryland is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks with a 2nd and 7. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. From the gun, Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. And again, it's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking to the air here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Has it down close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. Jackson Smith and Jigba with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks 10, Cardinals 6.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. They're set with it on first. This one quickly to Harrison. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw it. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. Throwing this for the end zone. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
An 18-yard attempt.
The kick by Ryland is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 43-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Heads out on the bootleg. Short pass brought in. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Now Darnold off the play action. Brought in. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw, here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He's running for it. He's got the first down grab and still going. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has it at the 7. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out at halftime.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that you can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow their lead to 8. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals and Amari DiMercato to take over once more. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now. They need 7. Blitz coming, Brissett. Hauled in against McBride. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And the Cardinal first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, they'll run. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Going play action here. Brissett. Throw left side. Caught by Higgins. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brissett. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
4th down punt coming up. So on comes Pat O'Donnell. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks offense running out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
2nd down, Walker's going to get it again. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now an inside give to Walker. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
3rd and just 2 to go. Walker trying to run for the first. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Brissett. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Brissett keeping this himself. And they're not going to get him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Cardinals out for the punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Darnold into traffic, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing his Darnold on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Reset now on 1st and 10. Got his man. That's Zay Jones. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Man in motion here. Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. It's caught by Wilson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. The big play nets them 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's DiMercato. Has some daylight through the 40. And they haul him to the ground there. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
Off the play fake, Brissett. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. 2nd down. Here's Brissett again. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no question, Kate, that the big play is down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. He'll throw it. Oh, he's going to run for it. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And Brissett gets himself to the ground smartly with enough on the run for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Cardinals 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Brissett with it on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Brissett. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals down by only 2 in the 4th. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie it.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All or nothing. They'll run it. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yet no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
At the 22-yard line.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried to find Elijah Arroyo. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cardinals and Amari DiMercato to take over once more. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A run here. This is DiMercato. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Arizona.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Cardinals trail by a couple. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again. Oh, he lost the football! And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. To throw. He's got Jones for the completion. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Of 17 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now we'll run with DiMercato. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
22-yard line.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Brissett keeping this himself. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. 1st and goal, they go option. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over a tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Escapes a defender. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They call a timeout here. They've got the timeout, so with 5 seconds left, a kick could win this game.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
So now it all comes down to Chad Ryland. This only a chip shot from the right hash. That one is good. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Seattle.